Very good afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on Mirror Now. I am Afrida Rahman Ali. Amid escalating tensions in Karnataka over the Hijab Row, the High Court has refused to pass interim orders revoking the hijab ban. The case has now been referred to a larger bench. Earlier in the morning, the state government convened a cabinet meeting and reaffirmed their stand that hijab cannot be allowed in classrooms since uniform is mandatory in all educational institutions. Meanwhile, schools and colleges in the state have been shut for 3 days over this matter. So no interim relief from the Karnataka High Court. Remember, the petitioners sought intervention with regards to the hijab ban. No such order to revoke the ban has been passed. Rather, the matter has been referred to a larger bench. A larger bench will now decide on the issue of hijab. We are yet to find out more about when the matter will be taken up. But the important part here is what the Karnataka High Court said, that even interim prayers merit consideration by a larger bench. So a single bench declined passing any order in this regard. The matter has been now referred to a larger bench. All papers and all material to be presented before the Chief Justice of the Karnataka High Court and the Chief Justice to decide the composition of a larger bench to consider the issue of hijab ban. My colleague Neha Iqbal joining us live. Neha, for sake of viewers who have just joined us, tell us more about the developments so far and what transpired in the Karnataka High Court.
Well, Afrida, very interesting developments coming to light from the Karnataka High Court now. That's just, in fact, gone on to sort of pronounce that the matter would be referred to a larger bench. Let's tell you that Justice Krishna Dixit over here did go on to say that, since the matter is very magnanimous in nature, since there are a lot of questions that are, of course, being raised about this, asked about this, he's in fact said that, now the Chief Justice would, in fact, be referring the matter to a larger bench. However, coming to the actual arguments that took place today, much like yesterday, where there were several propositions that were placed in court and the judge had gone on to accept all of these propositions. Today, we actually saw the question of, that was actually raised about whether or not, again, this hijab was a part of the uniform, what the uniform had prescribed, whether that was laid down. We also saw the College Development Committee weighing in over here. Senior Advocate Sajan Puvaya was also arguing for the College Development Committee to sort of quickly sum up what really went on in court. First of all, the state government over here arguing that the High Court actually giving any interim relief at this point would mean that the pleas have been accepted in court, while they've placed objections that the pleas are invalid. Now, also on the counter over here, Senior Advocate Devdutt over here, who was arguing for the petitioners from Kundapur for the students, he has gone on to say that at least some sort of interim relief be given to the students in order to ensure that they can write their examinations that are coming up now in about 2 months.
Yes.
So also weighing in on this, of course, the College Development Committee, Advocate Sajan Puvaya, who's gone on to mention that, it is important because in the month of June itself, it was informed to the students that they shouldn't be wearing their hijabs. And despite that, this issue has now come up. So overall, we'll really have to wait and see now that the matter is likely to be referred to a larger bench.
Yes, and, of course, like you said, both sides of the argument being presented, there is a serious concern, Neha, with regards to how the academic calendar is getting disturbed, how there are exams in the offing. What exactly is at stake for the students?
Well, Afrida, first of all, let's look at it this way, that the matter did not really have to escalate to such a level of where the government is now being forced to declare a holiday for 3 days. It was a very small issue that started with just 8 students in one college in Udupi district of Karnataka, tucked away in one college. And today we're seeing how it spread to several districts, several students, thousands of students now across the state of Karnataka are going to be affected by this. So as far as you said about the implications, yes, while the government has, said that examinations would continue as usual, the larger question being for all of these students who are being deprived of their education now, at least until Monday possibly, because the government announced a 3-day holiday and then there's a weekend that follows. The students are being deprived of their education. Secondly, also the fact that it's not only the education, but the kind of trauma that we saw visuals coming in yesterday from Mandya, where a girl was heckled, from Shivamoga, where a saffron flag was hoisted on college premises, from Harihara, which is in Davangere district, where police had to resort to tear gas shells being fired on students. So it's not only the deprivation of classes, but also the kind of trauma that these students are having to go through right now. The other students who are not actively a part of the protest. It is really, quite an unfortunate state of affairs. And the Law Minister of Karnataka, J.C. Madhuswamy over here, just merely making a statement that the government had not anticipated that the protest would turn out into what it has turned into today.
Yes, absolutely. Neha, thanks for updating us with all the latest developments.